What's up, Greeley? I'm Kate Horst with Visit Greeley, and I've got the Executive Director of the Colorado Model Railroad Museum with me, Michelle Kempema.
Hi, thanks for having me today.
Yeah, thanks for coming out with us. So we hear there's some exciting news coming to Greeley here in July. Can you tell us about that?
I can. Union Pacific is going to bring that very large locomotive called the Big Boy, number 4014, and we're the very last stop of their America 250 tour. They're going all around America. They're coming back and coming up from Denver to Cheyenne on Wednesday, July 29th at 1:15 p.m.
Well, that's super exciting. Since you're the executive director of the museum, can you tell us some cool historical facts about trains in our community?
Yes. So this railroad right here that's Union Pacific today used to be the Denver Pacific. It was originally founded in 1867 to connect Denver to that transcontinental railroad that went through Cheyenne, Wyoming. And the very first train ran through Greeley in 1870. And then in 1880, the Denver Pacific was bought by Union Pacific, who still has it today. All these years later, it's still Union Pacific today.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. So along with this railroad track, you've got this wonderful museum for model railroads. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, the Colorado Model Railroad Museum houses one of America's largest model railroads, and we run it like the real world, exactly like the trains out here on Union Pacific. And on Union Pacific days, you actually only see Union Pacific in there, but we run a lot of different railroads, and you can come in anytime except Tuesdays. We're closed on Tuesdays to do maintenance and bring your out-of-town guests, and this is a place of joy to find model trains and railroad history.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. I'm glad that you guys are open. So let's talk a little bit about railroad safety while the Big Boy comes through town.
Yeah, so we have a lot of railroad safety tips we'd like to get out to you, the public. If you're planning on coming out to see the Big Boy, we definitely want you to stay 25 feet back. That's the number one thing. If you're standing close, kind of like we are here, you're too close. And your photography will be terrible because the Big Boy is 17 feet tall and you're only gonna get this much of it. So you need to be 25 feet back from the rail to be a really good rail fan and get a good rail photo. We also never want you to trespass on railroad property. Never walk on the tracks, sit on the tracks, or be anywhere near it. And anytime you're near railroad tracks, you always need to see tracks, think train. So you need to know that there could be a train in from any direction at any time on railroad tracks. And so anytime you're within that 25 feet to the rail, you are actually trespassing. And so if you're not at a safe crossing, like here at 10th Street, we have a safe crossing of the tracks, you need to be 25 feet back. So we want everybody to have a very safe time coming out to see the Big Boy. If you're planning to go outside of Greeley and see it, please don't drive and chase the train with your camera filming while you're driving. Never do that. Find yourself a good place 25 feet back to watch the train go by. We at the Colorado Model Railroad Museum would like to invite Greeley to come down here on our property. We have 3 city blocks that we will keep safe and keep 25 feet back, and everybody's going to get amazing video of the Big Boy rolling in from the south going north. So yeah, those are our main safety tips. Just always be aware when you're near tracks and don't trespass.
Thank you so much, Michelle. We really appreciate your safety tips. Also, remember that downtown Greeley is going through some infrastructure changes, so there will be a lot of construction. Please be mindful where you park and where you're walking. Some sidewalks will be closed. Once again, the Big Boy is coming July 29th at 1:15 p.m., and we are so excited to see you. Make sure you come out and then go enjoy downtown Greeley afterwards.